Before every game at the New Saints, we do a press conference with our manager, Scott Ruscoe. We get the board set up, the table, the camera ready. Then Scott comes and joins us. The last one that we did, he walked into the room with this, a carrier bag, an Iceland carrier bag to be precise. And he said to me, "I've got something for you." Sometimes the most amazing of gifts come in very, very simple packages, don't they? Open the package and it's what's inside that counts. Open the bag and it's what's there that really matters. I tell you what, I was so blessed to get these items. I'm still buzzing all these days later. Let me show you what's in there, shall I? Shall we start with the shirts? That's an old shirt when VCW were the sponsors of the New Saints. And Scott signed that one there to me. It says, "Rev, best wishes, Scott Ruscoe." And as I always get the players to sign on the back, next to their name there, the signature. Scott is the manager now. Prior to that, just for a very short period, he was the assistant manager. But then before he was a player at the New Saints, he's had an illustrious career, a trophy-laden one as well. Then, another shirt. This is the away shirt from the same period. It says, "Rev, always a pleasure, Scott." And what I like about my own personal memorabilia collection is that it's personal. When I saw the shirts, I got the pen out and gave them to Scott, and he knows what to do. The players, when I get things signed, they know that it's a personal message on there. You could go out and get signatures of players in the English Premier League. They wouldn't know who you are. If you asked them to sign a shirt, you'd have to tell them your name and what to put. I like the fact that it's all personal. It's actually part of my own journey in the beautiful game. That's what makes it very, very special indeed. And there it is, the shirt. And I saw Scott play. I remember his very, very last game, which was against Bala Town. And as you look back, the memories that you build up, and for me, just a relatively few short years working in football, but nevertheless, great memories. And I saw Scott as a player, his last game, assistant manager, and now the manager of the New Saints. And then there's a third shirt. And well, those are special, of course, but this one, I think, has an extra special star to it if you could grade these shirts, because Scott, although he's English like me by birth, he also, like me, has Welsh heritage, and he's represented Wales at semi-pro level. And that's the shirt that he wore for Wales when he played against Scotland. And again, on the front, it's signed, and he said, what shall I put? I said, "Put Shemai." So he did, which means hello. So it's got Shemai on there. Again, just for me personally, another little story and another little tale behind this particular shirt. That's the one that he wore for Wales against Scotland. Well, it doesn't end there, because inside the bag, still to come, are some medals, because I said Scott's had a trophy-laden career with the New Saints, and that most certainly is the case. There's one. If we open that one up, there's a medal in there. The box is a little bit flimsy, but the trophy or the medal is okay. That is, as you can see there, engraved, and it says the World Cup 2012-13 finalists. Now the World Cup, that the sponsors were the Word, that is the Welsh League Cup. So a very, very special part of my collection there. But it does get better, because there's another one. And if you open that one up, that's a nice box there. That's a wooden box. Take that particular medal out, And there it is close up. On the back, obviously sponsors' names are mentioned first. The Principality Building Society, Welsh Premier League champions 2006, 2007. So Scott was a player then with TNS, and that's all part of what the players get at the end of the season for winning the league. And there's more to come. Another nice looking box there. And if we open that one up, what do we get inside? Again, very, very well presented there. And another medal, which I'm going to take out of the box. They're quite heavy, they're well made, these particular medals. On the back, again, the sponsors, the JTU's Mitsubishi Welsh Premier. Runners-up on this occasion, 2002, 2003. Runners-up or not, I tell you what, that's as valued by me as the ones that Scott was part of the league winning side and well, not quite last, but as far as the medals are concerned, last but certainly not least. The FAW of Wales. Now this one is very, very special to me for the simple reason that the Welsh Cup is my favourite competition, and I'm going to get that particular medal out there. It's a very, very well presented box, that one. And on the back, it's the FAW Welsh Cup Final winners 2004, 2005. There's the engraving on the back. And that's the medal on the front. That one in particular, for the reason that I've said, the cup competition is very, very special to me. I can remember as a child when I used to, well, there's no internet in those days, and I used to read the Express and Star, which is our local paper in the Black Country. And I used to be fascinated by the fact that teams from our area where I live, such as Hensford, Kidderminster Harriers, Stourbridge, were playing in a cup competition, which in effect was another nation. And they used to publish the scores and the fixtures in the Express and Star. And I used to be fascinated by some of the names, the Welsh names of those teams that the likes of Stourbridge, etc. were playing. Stourbridge reached the final, 1974, if I remember correctly, of that particular competition. I'm sure I have got that one right. But I had a fascination for it. There was a magic for it. And then many, many years later, when I started working with the New Saints, and I went to my very, very first cup final, Welsh Cup game. It was TNS against Carnarvon in 2014. That was the game that the wall came down when the fans surged forward. Nothing untoward going on, and it was all innocent. They were celebrating a goal, and fortunately no one was injured. And to have that, well, I love that game. I remember travelling on the coach along the A55 North Wales thinking, going to my first Welsh Cup game, how special is that? Well, if that was special, how special is that one indeed? And I've already said, last but not least, well, this most certainly is the case here, because that's another, it's a trophy there as opposed to a medal. And that one, again, the sponsors, the Vauxhall Masterfit Welsh Premier League champions 2005, 2006. Scott, thank you very much. It's appreciated very much. And these will go with the rest of my growing collection that is on display. And I often look at them and I think to myself, great memories there from not just in Wales, but also around Europe as well. I've got stuff from Denmark, the Faroe Islands, Cyprus, Hungary, San Marino. I could go on with all the countries that I've been to with the New Saints so far. Every item, whether it's a team sheet, which is mundane, I suppose, in some ways because you get one every single game that you go to. I've got hundreds of team sheets by now, but whether it's a team sheet or something like that, or even the shirt. It's my first shirt from the Wales national side, if you like, and an international. They're all special, and everyone carries a memory. If you like football memorabilia, on my website I've actually got a page designated to my memorabilia collection because I list everything. I photograph it, I list it, and I write a little bit about the memory. I do it for myself because it's great. I enjoy looking back at those things, and it's wonderful how the memories start to flood back as you look at those things. And I do it quite regularly, just click on and have a little read, and it's wonderful. I really do enjoy that. But I know other people like football memorabilia, so I made it public. I posted it on my website, and as well as the page, if you like, the landing page, there are lots of categories on there as well, where I've got all the things listed. Football's a great game, isn't it? It's known as the beautiful game, and it is indeed. And for me personally, I do feel very blessed that I'm able to develop and build a collection like this, which is part of my own personal journey in the wonderful game of football. Football has been very kind to me indeed.